Hi everybody. For everybody wondering where I've been sick. Y'all know when I disappear, I'm normally having health issues um, because of my neuromuscular disorder. And unfortunately, we had a huge weather pattern come through at the beginning of the week, one that I had been feeling for quite a while. I had been in a very bad, what they call flare, with my neuromuscular disorder for several days. It was just a long-term roller coaster ride. It was, I would think I was getting better and then it would seem to worsen again. And I was really swollen. I had a lot of fluid on my body, and I was doing what my doctors told me to do to try to get my body to release the fluid, which is something I have dealt with for a long time now. And unfortunately, with the weather pattern, when like my body decided to let go of all the fluid, all the flushing that I had been doing to try to make my body let go of the fluid, I had felt so bad for so many days that we had not like followed my diet close enough, and I had not eaten very well in several days. So when everything flushed, I basically overflushed my body and my sugar bottomed out, which I've never had a problem with sugar before. So it was strange. Barely got the 911 call me before I blacked out, but I kept coming to. And I will say now, after passing out and being knocked out, I prefer being knocked out because at least you know why you're going out. Passing out is not anything that is, it's like, why is this happening? If I know I've been knocked out, I'm good with it. If I don't know what's going on, I'm bad with it. I still don't feel very well, but my sugar is, as soon as the ambulance got here and they figured out my sugar had collapsed, they immediately started force feeding me peanut butter and some other stuff, and it came back. And my husband had to come home and stay that night home with me. My son stayed the next night with me. And I've been able to be alone since then. But I'm sleeping a lot. My body's healing. I just don't want you to worry about me. This is one of those, oops, how stupid can you be? Why didn't you pay attention to that as well? But I had felt so poorly for so many days. I don't eat well anyway. And so to not feel good on top of the weather and on top of, I just had not ate hardly at all. And I'm paying very close attention to that now. Because, yeah, I've never had any issues with that before. And so it was startling to discover what that feels like. Also having a lot of neck, back, shoulder issues from the flare. Still having some wooziness when I get up or turn too quickly. Some of that may also be from the nerve being impinged, and some of it may still be from, I don't know, me just being scared about what happened the other day. So I'll bounce back. It's taking a little bit longer than I would like, but I feel 300 times better today than I felt Monday, so I'm not going to complain too much. And thankfully they're working overtime this weekend, so the husband gets to make up the day he lost because of me. I feel really bad about that because he is not one to miss work at all, and he missed work because of me, so I feel really bad about that. Came really close to going to the hospital, but honestly the ambulance staff was really open, and they were like, we can't tell you what to do, but we can tell you that now since your sugar's good, your blood pressure is excellent, your respirations and heart rate are excellent, we don't know what they'll do for you, and it's like a 4-hour round trip plus the time you get checked out. And it looked predominantly like my sugar had bottomed out because I had overflushed, which seems to be what have occurred. All the doctors' brains went together, and that's what they assume happened. So I'm just dealing with the after effects of that now. Now you know I don't go anywhere alone. I can't control this neuromuscular disorder, and I don't know how it's always going to affect me, so I don't go many places alone. That was definitely the scariest issue that my disorder has ever caused me. I did not enjoy that. And I always have a difficult time dealing with cold weather when it first begins, so perhaps I'm just getting worse as the years go on. This is the worst that I've ever responded to a weather system. So, I'm so far behind in everything now. I'll never get caught up. But the next few days are just going to be resting and hopefully getting my house back in order and starting to feel a little bit better. And as I feel better, y'all will see more of me. I just wanted you to know what occurred. I had reached out and told Priscilla and Sharon what had happened. But I did not have the energy to do very much more than that. And I'm sorry if I worried anyone. So, that's about all I have energy for today. I'm going to go back to doing what I've been doing now for like the last 3 days. And just sit still and try to feel better. And doze when possible. So, if y'all got any thoughts or prayers, toss them up for me. I'd appreciate them. And we will get through this like we get through everything else. One day at a time. 1 hour at a time. 1 minute at a time on really bad days. It's stressful when I'm sick because it puts a physical, financial burden on everyone else. So it's doubly stressful for me to be sick to cause those issues and amplify what we're already struggling with. So I'm going to try to put that in the back of my mind and just mend for the next few days and feel better. I'll be back when I feel better. Bye, guys. My little protector.